few weeks ago I made this ephemera holder as part of my design team project for Creating with Jovi, and it had big pockets that we kept our ephemera in. So Lisa said, how did you join the envelopes together? So I'm doing a very quick video just to show how I sort of put it together. Really easy and simple. You can all do this. It's easy peasy. All you need are some envelopes, whatever size you want. It doesn't have to be big. You can do little tiny ones. Glue stick. First thing I do is just tuck that bit in like that. Get rid of that flap and makes that a bit stronger. So like that. And we need to do a bit more glue in here just because those flaps always don't have any glue on at the end, do they? So to stick them together I use masking tape, and with an added strength of some glue stick. You can use glue as well, but masking tape plus the glue stick seems to work pretty well. I don't know if it's going to last forever, but it's paper, so you know it's not going to last for that long. We're going to be in and out of these little ephemera holders. So what I usually do is put the envelope down onto the sticky tape because you get more control, and I like to leave a little gap, probably 2 millimeters. I don't know what that is in inches. Nothing like that much of an inch. Whatever that is, I don't know. I'm in centimeters. And then reinforce it on the other side as well with a bit more. Now you can use really strong tape for this if you want. I don't think there's much call for it. You could use fabric if you want to make a really fancy one. I can always add fabric afterwards. Have I got glue on there now? And that is basically how I put it together. That was it. So easy peasy. Envelopes, glue, masking tape. So I thought I'd make just a very quick one. And I've got together some images out of magazines, and this is a map of where I live. So I thought I'd put that in. And I can't decide which one's my favourite. I quite like that. But then I love all of them. And I cut these out of magazines just like a minute ago and cut them to size. Because, you know, you don't want to see me cutting up. It's like, you know, I know you know how to cut up. But I just thought I'd run you very quickly through my sort of process. So cut your pieces to size, a bit more glue. Obviously cut them to the right size, not like me, who has a big gap now. And do all 4 sides, or 10 sides, depending on how many envelopes you use. The principle is the same. You just keep attaching the envelopes. Let's have this one. Just smooth it down, make sure there's no air bubbles, and flip it over. Do the other side. Oops, running out of glue. You can always sew these if you want to afterwards. I might see what that looks like, but you'd have to stay really close to the edges because otherwise you're going to have to make your inserts a little bit smaller. I don't know what I'm going to put inside this one yet. I just wanted to make one and show you. There you go. Super, super quick. Once you've got the basic principle down, you just add more pages. Obviously do your masking tape and everything first, and then you can cover it all up with your pictures. There we go. And that's it. Done. How quick and easy is that one, guys? And we'll put a couple of... I probably should wait till the glue dries, but I think we can get away with it. Oh, there we go. So that's it. And of course, if you wanted more pages, you just keep adding like that. And it'll flip and flop and fold, and just get a piece of something and tie it together. So that's how you join them. It's how I join them. Like I say, you could use anything. If you're using washi tape, you know, wide washi tape, again, use some more glue. So thank you, Lisa, for the question, and I hope that's answered it. So I'll finish this off, and I'm just going to show you what I've done. So this one I'm calling my stash busting collage book. I might put book yet, but oh no. And what I've done is just added a couple of pockets inside. Again, I've just made them out of magazine, backed onto some card, because obviously magazine pages are not going to be strong enough for pockets. And I've put in here some ideas. So I've got this off a calendar that I've just stitched round, not because it needed to, because that's the whole thing, but because it looked nice. And I've just done a slit for a tag, and I just thought that'll remind me that that's another type of pocket I can do. And here a card which I've die cut and turned into a pocket, and I put some vellum on the inside of there, and I thought that looked pretty cute. And a flip up little book. So just some ideas in here, because sometimes, you know, when you make the same pockets all the time. I've also done an envelope inside. Again, just one of these envelopes I've cut down a bit. In fact, no, this is a different envelope because it's got a side on. And I've just added a little brad on there and tied it on because I felt like it. And I've coloured the edges because I couldn't find a piece big enough. And I've just done tatty bits on here and a bit of collage on here. And inside are some really cool, what I think are really cool, like collage pieces that I've actually cut out and I don't want to get ruined. I mean, how cool does that look when I've finished cutting her out? But, you know. And I've got cups. And, of course, I've got a Volkswagen and a chair for some reason. You know, just really cool stuff that I don't want to get spoilt in my other folder. So I'm going to keep that safe in there, and I'll think, where are all the cool bits? They're in here. So on the back I've put whip up your own, and it's just some magazine again. So I just tie that shut like that. Doesn't need a big lot of tying. Same sort of principle as the pockets, but you don't need to do any stitching and vellum pockets and things like that. In this one, I've got an envelope inspired by Caroline on the Hillside to make these flowers. Now, I'm going to link the video where Caroline made these because it was awesome. What I did was slightly different because I used my gel prints and I actually just drew them and cut them out. And I stamped on some circles and then drew flowers. See this, that's the circle I stamped, and then I just doodled. If you want to see how I did it, then let me know, but it's quite, you know, just self-explanatory. I drew some hearts on top of my gel prints, and then I kept all the bits as well. And I think these are wonderful. I love them, and I'm going to be using them. Just, you know, I just painted like Caroline did. So I'll leave you that video because it's very inspiring. So thank you, Caroline, for that idea. You now have your own folder in my my little book. And that is another way you can use these little envelopes, you know, because this was the first one. So that was just like a double page. I love that. I put him up there because it was funny. And you know I like my funny ones. And then I got a bit carried away and I made another one. So this one is more grungy. And it's all with vintage book pages. So, and I just put random bits of paper on. Just random, just all book page. And I did stitch around this bit. And I put it together with some fabric this time. Masking tape one side, fabric on the other side. Just because something different. And inside, I haven't done much. I've done some Enid Blyton book page tags. And I've sewn round them and just added a cardboard tag. That's it. So they just like a page from an Enid Blyton book, because I took one apart to make a grungy journal. So I'm now using up the book pages. So there was that one. And then I made another one because I found this. How cute is that? So I made another one. And this one has got ephemera pieces in here. In the pockets. I left the pockets as envelopes. So they went a little way and opened their paper bag to eat their buns. And I've just put a frame around an old magazine image. This is just a photo tucked into a pocket, which obviously I can do more embellishing if I want to. And this has got 3 envelopes. So in here, just more ephemera to use. Some vintage stuff that I can pop into my next journal. Really cool card. And on the back, little pocket and some more ephemera. A rabbit. And I think I've got, oh, I love this little girl. Well, it's not a little girl, it's a big girl with the TV. Back in the day. So there we go. And of course you can fold this whichever way you like. So I like him at the front. And just to show you, you don't need to use massive big envelopes if you haven't got them. I had some tiny envelopes. These little blue ones that I've used before. And I just put them together that way. And I haven't decorated these ones yet. I just wanted to finish my video. And this little one, I've started to decorate, haven't finished. This will go in my grungy book. So, yep. So, there you go. It was just going to be a this is how I make it. And it's turned out to be a let's make loads more. Because they're fun. So I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope you have a go yourself. Even if you're just using it for yourself, you could use them for Happy Mail. You could pop loads of bits in Happy Mail for somebody. Just take it and run, guys. Take it and run. I will see you all very soon, and thank you so much for joining me. And thank you, Caroline, for the flowers. I love them. Bye.